Hey, what's going on, world? So this is Marshall Roseanne, 2 cents, and the scent that I decided to talk about today is Hercules by Maison Alhambra, and I'm comparing with Herod. I have them both here. More of it. I have the travel size here, about a 15 mils, I believe here, and I'm gonna compare them side by side. I'll give my take on it, what I think about it as well, because it's been an interesting journey for me as well. How I came about these fragrances to get them both here now, and just want to let you know for those who out there who might be interested in Hercules, who's maybe thinking about getting Hercules and into the meantime until you actually be able to, or not able, but willing to pull a trigger on Herod because if you don't get it at a discounted price, it can be a little up there, especially with retail. So I know I've seen him running the cheapest I've seen him running. This discounted about around 140, 150 beforehand. So, but yeah, I pulled the trigger on Hercules, and it's been I think I paid sub $20 for it. So well, we don't get into it right now. I got my coffee as well to help me with the distinguish the smells between the two. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Here we go here. So what I have done here, I actually sprayed these two. I got them on here, these scents here. I sprayed them roughly about 20 minutes ago. So they're probably in the mid right now, but going to the dry down as well. But just to give my take on it too, let's do the open here. So we don't spray hair rod here. Just the opening. Let's see. And you can see the atomizer is pretty good actually. Man. Look at that. Telling you, dude. But anyway. All right. So now let's spray hair rod here. So this is the opening of the two, I think. About the two here. I already got my opinion about what the two the difference is, but for the camera, we're gonna go ahead and do the comparison here. So here I have hair rod, and then here I have Hercules here. Hercules. Yes, what I figured there. So the difference between the two for me is that hair rod is just a little bit more complex um, than Hercules is. Hercules to me goes from the opening almost right into hair rod's dry down, which is the tobacco, the vanilla ick type of fragrance with some spices in it. Um, and that's what I get. So it's for me like Hercules is a little bit linear, so it's like it jumps right into her Harold's dry down. Where Harold has this particular note in it, I want to say it's Ciprio, uh, that's very distinguishable between the two. So it's like Hercules doesn't have this note listed. So I researched Hercules to find the notes actually in this particular fragrance. But the closest I found was I think it's Triple Traders and a few others. But the notes I seen it was um, Optimus, tobacco leaf, incense, labium, vanilla, which is in the mid. The vanilla, cedar, and velveter was actually in the drawdown, in the base there. The opening, I believe, was I didn't see anything with opening, but maybe I'm thinking it was. I think it's lifted to tobacco accord, as such. Where comparison to Hair Rod has the cinnamon, um, what's that? Pepperwood, tobacco leaf, incense, optimus, osmanthus, and ladium, and then the base it has vanilla, iso e super, cedar, musk, cypriol, and velvet. So the difference between definitely those, you can see the difference in the notes there. But I think is this for me is just this Cypriot that really um, is a defining note in Herod compared to Hercules, and it does give that complexity, that the involvement of the fragrance itself. So as Herod is like it involved, it's not linear to me. You can tell the way that it's actually going, but it does some involving as it goes from opening, mid to drawdown, as compared to Herod. Compared to Hercules for me is pretty much goes right into the tobacco vanilla scent with some woods and slight spiciness in the fragrance itself. But not a bad fragrance at all. I mean, for $20, it's not a bad fragrance. It is very comparable to Herod. I would say at least 90-95% to Herod, but just that 5%, the 5 to 10% that is actually is missing is, um, that the complexity that Herod actually has in the fragrance. Um, but beautiful, both of them. I would say beautiful uh, tobacco vanilla fragrances with some, this is spicy woods in there as well. So yeah, that's my take on it too, man. This so let's get into this drawdown scenes here. All right, clear the senses here. So we got Herod here. Yeah, beautiful though, man. This is a beautiful, a very beautiful tobacco fragrance. You ask me, man. Very beautiful tobacco fragrance. Here is Hercules. It's faint to me, man. Maybe either I'm going nose blind or it's just faint to me compared to Herod. It's faint, man. And that's the one I did spray about 30 minutes ago there. So Herod is very noticeable in 30 minutes, but this one is actually faint. Let me see, be sure. It's faint, man. But I can't say wearing Hercules, even though it's faint right now on the paper, on my skin it does. I mean, it's pretty good, a really good projection with Hercules on my skin. So a good at least the first 2 or 3 hours, a good projection on it. About 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours. Becomes a little bit more close, subtle to me, at that point. Not necessarily a skin scent, but it's more subtle towards me in my own bubble here. So, but at 5 6 hours, still get some whiffs of it as well. But I do spray it on my clothes as well, so that could be a determining factor. I can't say on my clothes, man, pretty much the next day as well. And plus how I spray. Um, I spray, to be honest here. So, but yeah, that's just my take on Hercules, man. I would just say, this fragrance here is, it is a fingerprint magnet, man. But this fragrance is a good dupe of Herod. If I never smelled another dupe of Herod as well. But for the price point as well, it can be justified for what it is. For what it's deemed to do. Can scratch that itch for you until you're able to get Herod. I know it has done that for me. I do enjoy wearing the fragrance. I do enjoy wearing both. But like I said before, Herod just has that complexity and depth that's in it, and just due to the notes that's within the fragrance. And like I said, I think it's that Cypriot that is actually making a big difference between the two, man. And the Herod is beautiful, man. Herod is beautiful. But anyway, that's my take on the fragrances. If you have the fragrance itself as well, let me know what you thought about it, and what's your experience with wearing it as well. All right, y'all. So that was it. That's all I want to discuss there. I hope I've done some justice to the all, to you all who might have been thinking about pulling the trigger on Hercules until they're able to go ahead and want to pull the trigger for Herod. And if you wore the fragrance, as well, if you had this fragrance as well, definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about it. What's your experience on it? Click like and subscribe to the channel as well. Share the video with those who might be looking to pull the trigger or scratch that itch, or trying to get some ideas about what the fragrance actually smells like, and how it's comparable to Herod itself. And I can say you all, do get a sample of some of these fragrances of the OG, and while you actually getting dupes or clones or inspirational fragrances, to definitely get a good idea if the fragrance is going to work for you as well. If you're willing to go along with the dupe as compared to getting the OG, man, I love getting these here, man. The travel sizes, 30, 40 bucks to see if the fragrance is actually going to work for me, comparable to a inspirational fragrance. I do that a lot, but and then you get some fragrance, you're like, man, I might just keep the dupe. I'm cool with the inspiration. It's really not noticeable, but a lot of times it will be noticeable by the quality of the oils, the complexity of the fragrance as well, just due to the oils and the different notes that might be in it as well, how it plays off on your skin. So it helps, definitely helps. But anyway, this is Marshall with Zan 2 Cents. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Until next time, peace.